Well, they closed down the mill and they closed down the mine. They said you can't work but pay your taxes on time. Got 3 little babies gonna starve to death or freeze. We started making white lightning, it was Grandpa's recipe. Run, rebel, run, run to no avail. Run, rebel, run to the Scott County Jail.
Hey everyone, happy Thursday night. We are excited to finally be back, and you're locked in for the next little bit with both me and Chris in different locations.
Hey everybody, you've got Miranda and Sally there at the historic bank building in Huntsville, and soon to be going down to the jail here in just a minute. And I am at historic Rugby, Tennessee. We've got some exciting ththings that we're going to announce here in just a few minutes. So we decided to do some interesting experiments tonight and do a couple lives at both of our locations. And the reason we're doing that is because we got a special announcement.
Yeah. So, before we get into that, we had, we weren't able to do the show last week because we were speaking there at the Fentress County Historical Society. Chris and I had the opportunity to be able to go and do that, which was a lot of fun, had a great turnout. Any opportunity that we get to be able to share about the jail and about rugby is always something that is exciting to do. So we had that. And then, of course, the week before we were on and we were talking about some of the fun stuff that we had going on. So it's Thursday night. Why not do an investigation?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So we kind of wanted to talk a little bit. Let me see if I can get this pulled up. Here we go. So
you look at that. How cute was that?
I'll turn her back because she's
adorable.
Yes, like
that girl.
Yeah. So why not go live when we're talking about our 2 locations? But we wanted to talk about our summer special that we're doing here at the jail and at Rugby.
Yeah, so we're really excited about this. We're going to be running this from June 1st to August the 3rd. And
August 30th. Huh? 30th.
Oh, yeah, August 30th. Sorry. August 30th. So it's our summer, our red, white, and blue 222 summer special. So basically we have 2 locations. They're 20 minutes apart. And if you investigate both of them, you get 2 extra hours. So this is a great deal for, if you want to come for a weekend and, book the jail on a Friday night and then book rugby on a Saturday night. That would apply to this special. Or, if you've got a large group, say 14, 15 people, you can break it up and have half go to the jail, half go to rugby, and you would each end up getting 2 extra hours at each of those locations. So we think it's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of people ask us, can we give discounts and stuff like that on our investigations? And we really can't, because we have a true partnership with the town of Huntsville for the jail and Historic Rugby Incorporated here at Rugby. And so we can't discount our prices because those 2 entities get part of our ticket sales. But what we can do is give more time. So that's what we've decided to do. And we think this is going to be a great summer special if you want to partake.
Yeah, and we try to keep the prices low anyways. For those investigations. The typical investigation is 6.5 hours, running from 8:30 p.m. Eastern to 3 a.m. But with those 2 extra hours, you would get it from 7:30 to 4 a.m. So you get that 3 a.m. hour, And also, we can't really, because we're open during the day and because rugby is open during the day, we can't we can't give you that time on the front end, or all on the back end. We can't do it that way. We have to really kind of split it up and do it extra hour before and an extra hour after. But with these locations, I mean, it gives you plenty of time to be able to do that. And when you break down the cost of each per person, it's relatively cheap. So we're excited to see how this goes. We did offer that extra time at the jail for the first 2.5 months of the year. We had a lot of people that booked from January until early March. And so we're real excited to bring this back, doing something just a little bit different, and offering something a little bit extra, because we've not offered extra time at rugby yet.
No, we haven't. And, these are both great locations. Those of you who have investigated here at either the jail or rugby, you understand, how active they are. I've got to say, the last couple of flashlight tours I've done here at rugby, we've had some amazing things. And the last flashlight tour that I had this last weekend, we all heard a disembodied voice in the library. I mean, it was so incredibly loud that we were all just ecstatic. There were 6 of us that night, five guests myself. And so it was a great night. And that's just on our lantern tours. So coming here to investigate, you can lodge here. If you want to have that option as well, we can help you get that all situated. But as Miranda said, we think this is going to be a really good deal.
Yeah. And what a lot of people don't know, and we're going to be, Sally is laying on my computer right now, so I don't know what's going to happen. She's got her leg cocked up there. So yeah, I don't know what, whoops, sorry here. Okay. So we will be posting this poster out here on our page. We'll have it on the website. We'll be sharing it in all the different groups. But on it shows there how we're located. A lot of people don't realize when they're booking that the jail and that rugby is only 20 minutes apart. Mm-hmm. And that's not long at all to have 2 of the most haunted locations in Tennessee. Very, very close. We're really lucky to be close to several very haunted places. And so we hope you'll make a weekend of it when you come. Do both locations. We're 60 miles from from Knoxville. We're 160 miles from Nashville, Lexington, Asheville, and Chattanooga. So from all the major cities all the way around, there's only 2 to 2.5 hours from those. So we hope you'll come and check us out for a full weekend.
Yeah. And just as a point of clarification, you have to book them both together for a weekend or a 2-day span. So it's not like you can book the jail in June and book rugby in August and partake of this deal. It has to be something where you book together.
Yeah. And so because these are 2 separate calendars, and we'll have all of this information down whenever you plan to book. But what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to look at our calendars, make sure both of those dates are open and that you're looking for on that weekend. And we suggest you call us and we'll make note of that. But then you have to book the jail and rugby right there for us to put the time in, because those calendars aren't linked. Yeah. I'm trying to kind of work on a way that maybe there is a code or something that when you book one, you put that code in and it lets us know. But we're going to have a place where you can definitely put that on the notes, at least, that you are booking this as the 222 summer special.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So like I said, we're real excited about it. And so kind of what we wanted to do tonight is, because we're kicking this off, we thought we'd do a little investigation at each of these locations. As I said before, for me, rugby has been pretty active, especially on my lantern tours. One of the buildings that we go through and I talk about on the lantern tours is the schoolhouse. So I'm sitting in the schoolhouse right now. This was built in 1907. It's the second iteration of the schoolhouse here in Rugby. But I wanted to be in the library tonight, but unfortunately we're in an area that has very little cell service, basically none. So I couldn't get strong enough cell service to join the StreamYard link. So we're here in the school. The school is extremely active, and so hopefully we can get some responses tonight, both here at Rugby and at the jail.
Yeah, and so we've got a lot of folks on tonight, and we really appreciate you tuning in with us. And so what we're going to do is, so right now for the at least next 30 minutes, I'm going to be here at the bank building, and I'm going to take myself out. Chris is going to be in solo mode, and we suggest you put your headphones on so you can hear. Put your glasses on so you can see whatever you need to do. And you're going to be our eyes and ears investigating with us. I am going to, I will be on by voice only. And please put your questions. Chris will be asking questions. And then I will be pulling your questions over in the comment sections up on the screen so Chris can see them. And she's going to ask your questions. Because if you've watched us do these lives before, you know that sometimes the spirits will interact with the questions even before we ask them, you know. Yep. So it's fun to do some of these different experiments. So I will minimize, and then after she's investigated a little bit, I'm going to walk down to the jail, and then she's going to do the same thing. She's going to pop up. We're going to go in solo mode, and she'll be pulling your questions up. So let me just get rid of myself and whoops.
What happened?
Not make myself bigger.
So let me just.
Right. So you can still hear me, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And I got to say, I love the fact that it's not 100% dark, because that tells us several different things. All these places have just as much activity during the day as they do at night. Plus, with this ambient lighting, you can see some really cool shadow figures.
Exactly. So I'm just going to just kind of show you around what the school looks like real quick. Again, this was built in 1907. This wall was not here. This would have been a one-room schoolhouse. This wall was added when this was turned into the visitor center in the 1970s. So you have to imagine this is a one-room schoolhouse, but we have a lot of displays related to rugby and the history of rugby. Now, some of the activity that we have here revolves around the entity or a spirit that we have referred to as Tiffany. Not sure a lot of her history. There you are. Tiffany, is that you? So we think Tiffany is about 13 years old. We think that her favorite subject is science. Whoops, sorry. We think that her favorite subject is science. And she tends to respond when we ask questions, about her favorite subject, if she was born here in Rugby. If we have teachers that are on our lantern tours, she tends to be very vocal, especially on the tripwire. We have captured her audibly in here as well. So I think that we'll start asking questions about, kind of what her life would have been like here. And then another spirit that we think here is Hiram, James Hiram Lowhorn. He was killed here in Rugby in 1930 at the age of 13. So we think that he was here as well. So if you have any questions for Tiffany or Hiram or anything about Rugby or the school, we can go ahead and start asking some questions. Hey, Tiffany, do you think that you were the teacher's pet? Like, do you think the teachers really liked you? Did you study really hard and get good grades? Did you like science? Was that your favorite subject? Now, you were just answering me just a few minutes ago before we started talking to our friends. So can you touch the lights again, please, to let me know you're still with me? And I'm not all here by myself. Do you like when I bring, okay, thank you. All right. All right, so we're still talking to you. Thank you. Is Hiram here? Hiram, did you like to go fishing here in Rugby? What about hunting? All right, let's go back to Tiffany for a minute. Are you still with me? If you can touch the light again and let me know that you're here, I'd appreciate it because I've got a question for you. All right, thank you. Tiffany, do you always stay here in the school? Or do you leave? Can you leave the schoolhouse? Touch the lights again for me if you can go outside of the walls of this building. Hey, Tiffany, the other night I had a really cute boy on my tour. He was 13. You remember him? Did you think he was cute? Touch all the lights for me. I think you thought he was a cute kid. Cute young man if he's watching. Did you follow us into the library because you liked him? Oh, there you go. He was about your age. He was 13. Can you touch the lights again if Tiffany and Hiram, if you two knew each other? Do you know each other now? Okay. So you can interact with each other. Can spirits, where you're at right now, can you communicate with other spirits in your current state? Are you aware of other spirits? Were there ever any mean kids in this schoolhouse? Were you picked on at all? Was there ever any bullies? Okay, you still with me? I need you to light something up if you're still with me. Just light up the lights again, please. You didn't leave me alone, did you? Tiffany, would you have been a science teacher? Did you like to teach kids science? You know, when you touch the lights on the floor, it's kind of like a science experiment. It's showing that you can use your energy. Okay, yeah, you understand that? Thank you. Can you show me how much energy you have by lighting up all the strands for me, please? Or the whole strand? Show me how fast and strong you are by lighting up all the lights. All right. Very good. Thank you. You got halfway down. I appreciate that. Tiffany, have you ever looked at yourself in a mirror? Wow, that was quick. So just to confirm, you've looked at yourself in a mirror? Did you have brown hair? Did you have brown hair? What about blonde hair? Did you have blonde hair? Black hair? Okay, black hair it is. All right. I bet you're beautiful. Hey, Tiffany, in your current state where you're at right now, do you know what year it is? Do you understand the concept of time where you're at right now? Does that make sense to you? You still with me? Can you light up the lights again to make sure that you're still here so I can know you're still here? All right. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you. Now, I know you really like the lights on the floor here, but there's an orange box right in front of me. I know you like that strand and you're comfortable doing that. Can you touch the orange box though? Just one time for me, please. Okay, let me ask you this. Can you see color? Can you light up all the lights on the floor again? If you can see color? If you can, light up all the pretty lights to make them look like almost Christmas lights. Okay, that was good. You lit that one up to blue. How about, can you give me a green? Show me, okay, that's a blue again. A little bit more energy to give me a green. Can you do that? All right, thank you. I appreciate that. All right, so you can see color then. Hey, Tiffany, in your current state, can you be in more than one place at a time? Like, can you be here in the school and in the library at the same time? Can you light up the lights if you can? So you can only be in one spot at a time? Hey, Tiffany, where you're at right now, thank you. Where you're at right now, do you see yourself as a physical body? Do you have a physical presence? Or are you just energy? Kind of a deep question. It's kind of a science question, right? Yeah, it was a little deep. Sorry. But it's kind of like science. And you like science, right? Science is your subject. Can you give me some green again, please? I really like the color green. If I tell you that blue is my favorite color, can you give me blue? Light up the lights for me if you can give me a blue, because that's my favorite color. Now Miranda, her favorite color is green. Can you show me some green again? Oh, that was blue. Thank you. Hey, Tiffany, do you like flowers? Did you like to study flowers when you learned about science? Did you like to study rocks or trees? What about like reptiles, like snakes and frogs and spiders and stuff? Do you like to study all of that? Okay, come back to me. Let me know you're still here, please. Did you like lilacs? All right. Wow. All right. Whoever asked the lilac question, sorry, I can't see. It's kind of small, but we got a response from that. Oh, hi, Michelle. Thanks. So lilacs were beautiful flowers. Were those your favorite flowers? Did you used to pick flowers here in Rugby? Okay, let me switch gears a minute. Is the little boy whose name starts with an A? Is he here tonight? Was his birthday in September? Are you still with me? Tiffany, if you're still here, can I get a light, please? All right, thank you. She likes getting as far away from me down there as she can, but she's doing really good tonight. Did you like buttercups? What about looking at the stars? Did you like to go outside at night and look at the stars? Look up at the sky? Yeah, it's a beautiful place to do that when you're here in Rugby. Did you like to study about the planets and the constellations and all of that? Tiffany, were you born in the United States? Light up all the lights for me, please, if you were born in the United States. Were you born in England? Did you come over here with your family from England? You still with me? Light up a light again, please. Let me know you're still here. I'm not boring you, am I? I've got a lot of friends who are sitting here, they're asking questions through me. And they love to hear your stories. So can you touch the lights again, please, to let me know you're still here? Did you like dogs? Or do you like cats? Are you getting tired? Am I asking too many questions tonight? Okay, there was some type of a knock. It was pretty substantial. Not sure if it got caught or not on the phone. Can you?
I was going to say I didn't hear it, but I also wanted to note I had myself muted, so you couldn't hear me or Sally.
Yeah, Sally. Can you light up all the lights again for me, please? Show me how much energy you still have. Show me how fast and how strong you are. Can you do that one more time? I know it takes a lot of energy, and I really appreciate you speaking with me tonight. Do you like when I bring friends in here? Okay, thank you, sweetie. Do you like when I bring my friends in here and speak with you? You really like it when I have teachers on my tour, right? You have a special connection with teachers, don't you? Do you like when Annie comes in, says good morning? Or when Brian comes in and says good morning? Do you like to let him know you're here? I didn't hear a bell. But what was the question just before that, Miranda?
She was asking if you like dogs or cats.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't hear a bell, but I'd have to go back and look. And then we've got a few more questions here.
Oh, that's a great question. Okay, Tiffany, this may be hard for you to answer with just the tripwires, but is there a way for you to get more energy? Touch the lights again. If there's a way for you to rest and to get more energy to communicate. Because I know it takes a lot of energy. Okay, thank you. All right, did y'all see that? It's kind of hard with the sunlight, but we had about 5 go off.
Yeah, you could see it.
So there's a way for you, there's a mechanism that you can basically regenerate energy in your current state. You can do that. Bob, we've actually left her a science book here. Do you, Tiffany, do you use the natural elements that are around here to get more energy? Like water? Okay, thank you. So water and maybe the dirt and the trees, that helps you get energy. That's how you can regenerate, essentially. So water is something that gives you energy, nature, the surroundings. So if you just be still in the environment, you can get more energy to communicate? Beth, we've asked the hair question already tonight. I'll ask it again, but we got a pretty interesting response when we asked if she had dark black hair. But I'll ask. Tiffany, do you have brown hair with red in it? Is there anybody in here in the schoolhouse that has brown hair with red in it? Okay, thank you. Is it somebody other than Tiffany? Okay. So there's somebody in here other than Tiffany with red in her hair? Okay, can you light up the lights if you can get energy from me? Is there any way that I can give you energy? Like if you were to touch my hand or something like that, would that give you energy? If I were to bring in, say, a cup of water, could you get energy from the water? The natural elements? Is anybody in here Scottish? Anybody in here come from Scotland? What about Ireland? Are you Irish? Were you born in the US? Okay, you still with me? Light up a light if you're still with me, please. Okay, how about this? Can you light up the entire light strand and kind of like wave goodbye to me? Do you have enough energy to do that? If you can light up the entire strand, I'll stop asking questions and leave your space for tonight. Can you do that? If you can have enough energy just to light up the strand, make it look like Christmas lights. Do you want me to stay? Light up all the lights again if you want me to stay. You still with me? If you can leave the walls of this building and be outside in the environment, does that give you more energy? Like if I were to leave the doors open and you go outside, does that give you more energy? Tiff, you still with me? Oh, I think she may have given up for tonight. Hiram, are you here? Tiffany, can you use science one more time to light up those lights for me just to tell me goodbye? Are you mad at me for something? Did I ask a weird question? All right, can you just touch one light? If you can just touch one light, I'll leave you alone for tonight. I can leave your space. Is there a Michael here? What about Sam? Or Samuel? Do we have a Samuel with us tonight? You just want me to stop talking, don't you? You're probably tired of me. You probably want me to run out of energy, right? Well, thank you for talking to me tonight. My friends are fascinated by who you are and what you can do. So that was really cool that you were able to light those lights up for them. Can you just wave bye one more time for me? Just light up the whole strand of lights, and that'll be like you're waving goodbye to me. Just like this, just wave up, just like a wave. Oh, that's crazy, Beth. All right, well, I'm going to probably say goodnight here in a minute. What time we got, Miranda?
It's 7:43.
Okay. Are you going to head to the jail?
Yeah, I'm getting ready to pull up my camera and try to log on remotely there.
Okay. Are you at the jail now?
Yes.
Okay. All righty. So
No, I'm not at the jail. I'm getting ready to.
Okay.
I was just trying to log in this way.
Okay.
So I can pull it off of here and onto.
Yeah, she really did leave. I mean, she got when Tiffany gets quiet, she gets quiet. While you're doing that, Marina, I am just going to step outside, just kind of show everybody what the outside of the building looks like. So it's a really cool building here. So of course, what we have over there, that's the church at Rugby that was built in 1887. But let me just kind of give you an idea of what the school looks like. Now back there, and can't really see it, but that's the library. And then this is the schoolhouse. So that's where we were just investigating. So again, this was built in 1907. It is a 2-story schoolhouse. The original would have been 3 stories. But so yeah, it's a really cool little structure. It's got the original bell up there. Kind of hard to see. But this is a great little village to come and investigate. Now, when you investigate, you get to investigate the visitor center, which is right over here. So there's a in there, really cool. Of course, you get to investigate here at the school. Back there is the library. And then you get to investigate this house over here, which is Kingstone Lisle. That was built in 1883. And then, like I said, we got the church. Can't investigate the church because it's still an active church. And then down the road, a little ways, there's a house called Uffington House, and you can investigate there and at the cemetery as well. So we'd love to have you come and investigate here at Rugby. Take advantage of our summer special that we got going on. So we'll pop back in here and get over to the jail in Miranda. All right, Miranda, you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear us?
Oops, let's see. For some reason, I'm not hearing. Let me.
Yeah, we can hear you.
How about now?
Yeah, can somebody comment and
Trying
let
to
her?
get my audio going.
Can somebody comment and let
Um,
her, please?
okay, there we go. How about now?
Yeah,
Can you hear me okay?
yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. I'm trying because perfect. Because the way the sound is, I'm trying to use these headphones.
Yeah, the headphones are a little. They do have a little bit of a crackle. We're doing all right now.
Okay.
Now you're gonna have to remind me how I get you on solo camera.
I may be able to do that myself. Let me get in here right quick. As you can see, it wasn't. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, it's crackling a little bit, but we can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, let me take the off. Try it this way. Still crackling?
Just a little bit.
Okay, there. Is that better?
We can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. So as you can see from the walk, it wasn't a very far walk down here. There we go. All right. Yeah. To get this into solo mode, you just touch the picture. I think I did that.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay. All right. What I was thinking tonight was I was thinking that I would investigate the room that we really honestly just recently opened for teams, which is the gift shop area. I thought that maybe that might be a good place to start. A lot of the time when we do these live investigations, we will do them from the second floor, the third floor, but since we've got a lot of light here already, I thought that maybe we could go into the gift shop room. Recently we opened it because we moved our gift shop up to the bank building. So now we've got it open as it's a developing museum room right now. We've got about 4 or 5 new exhibits that we're working on getting put up in there. So I kind of thought that might be the way to go. What's your thoughts, Chris?
Yeah, start at the museum room. I think that'd be good. Or the old gift.
The old gift shop, yeah. All right, let me get the camera turned around here. Everything's not always as easy when you're doing it on the phones versus on the laptop. All right, and it's actually going to be nice and dark for us in here. So let me turn the tripwire on. And just so you can, I want you to kind of see the layout of the room here. I'll open the curtains. So any of you that have investigated here, this is our former gift shop area. We've got the curtain up, but we've got an old wheelchair in here, a new sheriff's desk, some medical supplies. I've got the tripwire set up, and I've got the EDI sitting there. So I'm going to stand here where we can actually see. I can see some ambient light. You all can't, but I'm trying to sort of get where we can see as much of the tripwire as possible. So, all right, so same kind of thing. Whenever you're ready, if you've got some questions, just pull those. Chris will pull those up. Is the man that we've often heard humming in here. Is that man here tonight? If you're here, can you touch one of the lights on the floor? Is that Sheriff Richard Ellis? Sir, if you are here, can you touch one of those lights just to let me know? At one point in time, this room was a kitchen. Did you cook in this room? If this was the room that you cooked in, can you show me by touching one of those lights on the floor? Is there somebody in the elevator? If there is, you can knock behind me, or you can touch a light on the floor if there's somebody in the elevator. No, Dee Dee, that's a good question. We've not ever found the red-handled scissors. Does anybody in here know where those red-handled scissors are? Yes, Beth, there were female inmates here. We house both male and female. Were there ever any female inmates housed in this particular room? Were you ever interrogated in this room? If you were the person who either picked up our red-handled scissors or that went away, Chris. If you were the one that picked those up, or if you were the one who knows where they are, could you put them back in the office? Is there somebody in here who knows where those are? If there's somebody down here that can see me, can you touch one of those lights on the floor? If you can see me standing here? Okay, I put the music box back in the hall. I don't know if you all heard that.
Oh yeah, we're hearing it loud and
Okay, I set it back there on the other side. I put it back here on the other side facing the elevator.
there's no way you would have said
No,
that. That's crazy.
no.
And James said he just thought he heard a voice right before it went off.
Okay, we'll have to go back and check. There's no way that would go off because that's on the other side of the.
Yeah, no, that's something set that off. And we happened. Like,
Is there somebody back here at the elevator? We may have to do an investigation at some point from inside the elevator. That was pretty creepy. All right, so if the person in here can't see me, can you hear my voice? Yeah, James, it never plays that long. Oh, the EDI is lighting up. Okay, so you can hear my voice. We got a pressure hit and a cold hit. Right then on the EDI.
what was that?
Something knocked from back.
Yeah, there was a big knock.
That was coming from back over here. Okay, now that could have been me setting that off. So you all can hear better with these headphones on now because I've been having problems with people not being able to hear fine sounds.
That's crazy. If we can hear you, there's still a crackle, but yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. All right. We'll have to go back and see about that voice because everyone seems to be hearing something. Okay. All right. We got a pressure hit and a hit on the tripwire. All right. All right. So just to kind of figure out who we're talking to. Okay. So to just figure out who we're talking to. If you're a female, can you touch one of those lights on the floor? Or touch the little box on the table? How about a male? Are you a man? Do you miss Sally not being down here during the day? Is there a kid in the room?
That happened when you said the silly question.
It did. And something else that I actually brought, grab it here. I brought a little doll because we do get a child down here. So
Maybe put that doll up on the bars right there, Miranda.
yeah, since there's something seems to be behind.
Yeah, just sit it right there so we can kind of see it through the light and see if we can get something maybe to knock it off. That's creepy looking.
That is creepy looking. Okay, so to the little girl that likes to play down here on the first floor, can you see the doll that's over there on the bars? If you can see that, can you either walk in front of the little music box or come over here and knock it off? Can you knock that off the bar right there? If you can knock it off, then you can have it. I'm trying to also watch behind and see if the tripwire or anything goes off. Did you grow up in the jail? Okay, I'm going to turn my back. I've got the music box sitting there, so if something comes through, then we'll hear it. But I'm going to turn my back and not watch, and we'll see if you can knock that off. I'll ask again. Did you grow up here in the jail? Was your mom the cook? Was your daddy the sheriff? Did your friends ever come and stay at the jail with you on the weekends? Yeah, Bob, that's how you feel here at the jail. Actually, it you never know when something's gonna move, um, and then also it's not uncommon to see something walk across. I mean, we caught that great shadow figure on that last live. Okay, Dee Dee says, are there any inmates that are new or any who or that seem to, um, sorry, I'm having a hard time seeing, that seem to have left. Okay, so is there anybody that just recently got booked in today? Or have you been in here a while? Is there anybody that's been in here for a little while? If so, can you touch the lights on the floor? Is there somebody here by the name of Erica? How about an Emily? Are there any little boys here? Oh, okay. Tripwire lit up. All right, so got a little boy here, huh? Is your name Eric? So you might not want the doll. Would you rather me go get a little truck or maybe a ball? Anybody down here like music? Did you like it when that music box was playing? Did you know Jerome? Or Harvey? Would you like it if I brought you a toy gun? I like toy guns. Do you like toy guns? I bet this was a cool place to play cowboys and robbers. You actually had real jail cells you could play in if there wasn't an inmate in there. Did you ever play cowboys and robbers? Kind of quiet down here. Oh, the EDI Plus box just lit up. Do you like it that we've opened this room up for people to come in and investigate and talk to you? Do you like it that it's now open? Are you the one that sets our camera off sometimes in the middle of the night? Sometimes we get notifications in the night that there's somebody in here or that there's movement. Is that you moving around? If so, can you move through here and touch one of those lights? Are there ever any angels here at the jail? Do they guide you? Do you have a guardian angel? I can try. I can try to set this up. Let me just kind of, let's see, I don't have my tripod, but I'll see if this will prop up here. You may not be able to see it all. Chris, if I prop that up, let me know if you can see that.
I'm sorry?
Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to step into this other room. That would be me. So I can't see any questions. Ask that. Let me step back further.
Yeah. Rochelle asked if somebody in the fireflies.
Okay, now that I'm not in the room, I obviously can't see any questions, but now that I'm not in the room, can you touch one of those lights on the floor? I'm over here in the booking room. So can you touch one of those lights on the floor? If you like me being out of the room. Do you like your space? And if anybody asks any questions, you can pull them up and ask that while I'm out of the room.
Can you hear me, Miranda?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rochelle said ask if there's someone there that likes fireflies.
Is there somebody here that likes fireflies? Or as we call them around here, lightning bugs?
Mary Ellen asked if there's an Elizabeth or a Betty.
Is your name Elizabeth? Or maybe Betty? I know we've gotten a Stephen before. Oh,
Oh, that was crazy.
yeah. 2 lights just lit up on that.
Look. 5 lights lit up on that.
Oh, well, I just saw 2 because I'm out of the room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So okay.
Yeah. Keep going with Stephen.
All right. So we got a Stephen here, huh? I know you were just waiting for me to say your name. You weren't going to give me anything until I said it, right? Stephen, can you touch a couple of those lights again for me?
Ask if he's a boy or a man.
Stephen, are you a man? How about a boy, a young boy? Are you an inmate? Do you like it when I call you Steve or Stephen?
Try Stevie.
If you want me to call you Stevie, can you touch one of those lights?
Something by that elevator is setting off that music.
Yeah. Oh,
There it went again.
tripwire just lit up.
Yeah.
Okay. That was right after I walked back in here. All right. So I can call you Stevie?
Ask if he was the one that heard you, that let you hear him hum.
Stevie, are you the one that was humming that night that I was locking up? I'm not gonna lie, you kind of startled me. Did somebody tell you to not be so loud next time? Do you know who was humming? Does let's see. So if angels come here, did you ever experience the devil? Maybe not necessarily here, but have you ever experienced the devil? I know we had several inmates in here find salvation. Did you find salvation here in the jail? So several of us have seen an arm up on the second floor waving. Stevie, was that your arm? Now I may step back out of this room in a minute. Do you want me to step out and ask questions from outside the room? Am I crowding you? Let's try that. Okay, Chris, let me know if when I set this down, if you can still see. Okay,
Yeah.
can you see it? All
Yeah,
right. Okay, I'm going to step out of the room again.
that's
Now,
you.
that was probably me. That was me. All right. Stevie, was that your arm that several of us have seen waving from cell number 2 on the second floor?
Ask if Stephen can leave the jail.
Stephen, can you leave the jail? If you can leave the jail, can you touch one of those lights? Do you like it that Chris and I are not in here during the day like we used to be? Or do you miss us?
Can they send a bird to a loved one as a message?
That's an interesting question. Ooh, okay, we were just talking, not to interrupt, we were just talking about the devil, and it's 66.6 degrees in there on the PDI box. Okay, can you send a bird as a message to a loved one?
Ask if Stephen is still with you.
Stephen, are you still with me? You still with me, Stephen? I got a question about this chair that we've got sitting in here. So we're working on a desk over here with, it's got a sheriff's chair. That chair belonged to 6 different sheriffs. When I call the name of one of those sheriffs, will you light up the light if you knew them? Whoa. I don't know. Did anybody hear that?
I didn't.
Okay, that was a loud bang from, sound like it was coming from the cell right up above. Did you know Sheriff Marion Carson? How about Sheriff Jack Laxton? Did you know Sheriff Laxton? How about Sheriff Jim Carson? Did you know Sheriff Anthony Lay? How about Sheriff Phillips? Did you know Sheriff Phillips? So none of those sheriffs arrested you? Did you know Sheriff Ellis? Have you heard that music box going off? If you've heard that music box, can you touch one of those lights?
There may have been a voice just before you asked that question, and then ask if they can play the music box again.
Okay. Can you make that music box play again? All you have to do is just move it in front of it. Go and touch it. Can you make that music box play again?
Miranda, just FYI, it's 8:20.
I was just looking at that. Well, we think, oh, Tripwire just lit up. Well, we thank you for talking to us a little bit tonight. I know we've talked to Stephen, talked to the little boy. Hopefully, we've maybe had a little bit of maybe we've heard some of the voices. The music box thing was weird, and that knock.
Yeah, and I think right before you asked that question, we'll go back and listen, but it almost sounded, unless you took a really interesting intake of breath, it sounded like there was a voice there.
Not that I know of, but the temperature has really dropped on the EDI. It's gone down to 66 degrees steady right now. And it was at 67 when we came in here. All right, so I'm getting ready to leave here in a minute. Let's see, yeah, there was a breath or something. Oh, whoa. Cold spike on the EDI. Whoa, whoa. Look at that EMF. Did you see that?
Yeah,
that was actually the EMF. Oh, shoot, look at that. It's going crazy. Hot, cold EMF, pressure. Holy crap.
yeah, that's going off pretty good now.
Yeah, very rarely do I get the EMF going off on the EDI Plus. There it goes again. Look at that. Okay, so if you want me to leave, can you touch that box again? Sounds like somebody walking behind me.
Pan over to the doll again one more time for me. Okay. Thanks.
Mm-hmm. All right, so if you want me to stay, can you touch that box? I mean, the EDI was actually vibrating or buzzing. Would you like for me to leave that doll? Would you like for me to leave that doll down here? Okay, I'm gonna head back up to the bank building here in a few minutes. I'm holding up several fingers here. Can you light up? No, you can't see here. Yeah, I should have brought a flashlight in here.
Yeah, that looks with just your fingers.
Yeah, That's how many fingers I'm holding up. Can you light up that many lights? That's how it feels, Dee Dee. Are you just sitting here watching me? Is there anybody just sitting here watching? Or maybe just listening? Now I'm going to do a live on my channel here in a few minutes, and I'm going to come down here and sit in the jail. Will you talk to me when I come back? Or maybe follow me up to the bank? Can you walk in front of the light? Just walk right in front of one of these lights?
Was that you?
No,
What was that?
that was something upstairs. It sounded like it was upstairs.
Yeah, it sounded like a cell door.
Uh-huh. Maybe I should have done the second floor. Can you knock again? Okay, I'm glad everyone heard that. Can you knock or slam a door again, just to let us know you're here? Do you like it when I leave the room and give you your privacy? All right, well, thank you all. That EDI box was kind of weird.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah. I say we leave the doll here.
Yeah, go for
What
it.
do you think?
Yeah.
See what, at least until after, that was me passing through here. At least until after, after I do my live tonight. All right, well, let's see here.
Oops. Didn't know we were getting back on. Hold on 1 second. Where am I? Hold on. Okay, there we are. Sorry, I had to come up here to the offices to get a power to the phone.
Yeah, I know everything's a little bit sketchy over there at Rugby when it comes to service. So,
Yeah.
But let's see. But yeah, it was kind of fun. I mean, it was a very short, brief investigation, gave us the opportunity to highlight just a few areas. I kind of like those when we go in. I wanted to sort of keep the same kind of tools that you were using.
Yeah.
With just the EDI and the tripwire. Added in the music box just because things tend to want to sneak up behind you here. Yeah. So I thought that was a good thing to add. But yeah, it was a lot of fun being able to do kind of a smaller investigation.
Yeah, and everybody, thank you so much for watching tonight. We really appreciate it. Thank you for all the great questions. That was a lot of fun. So now you can kind of get a taste of some of the stuff that you could experience at Rugby and at the jail. So we'll be talking a little bit more about our summer special, but we do hope that people will take advantage of it because it's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, at Rugby, getting those extra hours, because sometimes, because you do get 5 buildings to be able to investigate. So having that extra time always helps, especially there at Rugby. And then here, it just gives you a little more of a relaxed opportunity. And, again, people not realizing just how close both of those locations are to each other. It helps you to plan a really nice weekend, especially if you're coming from out of town.
Right. Yeah. Trying to pull some more comments up here before we go. But again, thank you all so much for joining us tonight. We really do appreciate it. I'm running out of bars here. So, but you got people that are going to Ghost Biker. So go to Ghost Biker Explorations or go to her page and watch her live. She's going to continue it on. I think they're at the jail.
Yeah, we're going to be doing something special at 9 p.m. Eastern time. So in less than 30 minutes, we've been investigating a World War II military cot, and we've been doing some experiments with that. And so I've brought the cot over to the bank building, and we're going to be continuing the investigation there, doing a little bit. At one point, I'll be coming down here to the jail, and I'll be just leaving a camera on it to see what happens, and then also just asking some different questions. So that's over on Ghost Biker Explorations Facebook and YouTube page. So thank you, Chris. Thank you, everyone in the comments, and we'll hopefully be back next week with some really cool stuff.
Yep, absolutely. Y'all have a great night. Thank you.
Good night, everyone.